I'm going to tell you something you don't want to hear, but you know it's true, and believe it or not, this will help your relationship more than you think. Your girlfriend or wife has slept with numerous men. She's had one-night stands and said friends with benefits arrangements with more than one guy at a time, and she's cheated on previous boyfriends and husbands. It's critical to keep this in mind when keeping your woman in line, and it all starts with treating her like an alcoholic. As I'll explain, a person with a drinking problem is referred to as an alcoholic. They have an alcohol problem. They drink every day because their bodies are dependent on alcohol. If they don't drink, they get shaky, irritable, and their bodies shut down. There are numerous types of alcoholics today. There are functioning alcoholics who work and pay their bills, raging alcoholics who literally drink their lives away and lose everything as a result of their drinking. And then there are varying degrees in between those two at some point. Many alcoholics decide to seek treatment. They seek help and attend counseling, so they can stop drinking, and good for them for trying to put their lives back together. But there's a saying we've all heard: once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. All it takes is one drink for them to revert to the lifestyle that wrecked their life before. They and their buddies rather must keep that alcoholic label on them to ensure that they are all aware of their condition, and that as an alcoholic, they are susceptible to making their life difficult through drinking. When an alcoholic says to himself, "I'm cured, I'm no longer an alcoholic," it won't be long before they crawl into a bottle. The bad decisions begin again, and before he knows it, he's opening a bottle of whiskey before taking a shower in the morning, just like he was a few years ago. Gentlemen who are alcoholics are acutely aware that they cannot be trusted in the presence of alcohol. They know they can't be near cocktails, beer shots, or anything else. They don't want to return to that way of life. So in order to keep that temptation at bay, they, along with their friends and families, label themselves as alcoholics and act accordingly. So many of you are probably wondering what this has to do with my woman and why I need to treat her like an alcoholic. This is very simple, gentlemen, and I want you to pay close attention because, like alcoholics, once a 304 is always a 304. This includes your female companion. Because your woman has decided to commit to you does not mean she is free of her promiscuous tendencies. Yes, she might like you. Yes, she is committed to you, and yes, she intends to stay with you forever and ever, but the effects of her party years, gentlemen, never go away. You think she doesn't think about the guy who gave her the best pleasure of her life because she tells you she loves you, gives you head on command, and cooks for you every night. You think she doesn't still flirt with Kevin at work, knowing you'll never find out. You think she doesn't consider getting beaten up by her ex-boyfriend, who sends her a happy birthday message on Facebook every year. Similarly, alcoholics cannot be trusted in the presence of alcohol. Females who have slept with a large number of men should not be trusted around men. Bottom line, any woman who has slept around for an extended period of time has gotten drunk on male attention and male sex for years, and the effects do not simply disappear. When she reaches a breaking point or decides it's time to settle down, your woman should be treated like an alcoholic. And if you disagree, consider this. If your best friend was an alcoholic, would you let him go to a bar? So what sense does it make to let your woman go to a bar where there are men looking for women and your woman has a history of gorging herself on male attention, proving she cannot control herself around men? So you don't let her go to the bar. Guys, this list is endless, and I could go on, but both you and your woman instinctively know what situations could lead to her cheating. And as I previously stated, it is your job to keep her out of those situations. To put it another way, if an alcoholic truly wants to quit drinking, he will avoid going places where he might fall off the wagon and will allow his friends and family to prevent him from putting himself in situations where he might be exposed to alcohol. Similarly, if your woman truly loves you and wants to change, she will avoid situations that could lead to infidelity and allow you to prevent her from putting herself in those situations. She is promiscuous, gentlemen, and like alcoholics who cannot be trusted around alcohol, your woman cannot be trusted around men, period. Don't forget to hit the like button to help spread the word about this video. Thank you for taking your daily dose of red pills, and remember that a red pill a day keeps bad poker hands away. So have a good rest of your day and cheers.